What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello. Get the capture card refreshed so everything's working nice and properly. Hope everybody's doing well. We are back for another night of qualifying. We're going to be taking on round 2 of the TGC Tours qualifying this evening. Hopefully we can lock in on the putting a little bit better. The 120 greens kind of mess with me a little bit. Also, apparently my green screen has moved. I think we're good. Always love the tiny little micro movements that can throw off the cropping. All right, we are good to go though. I made sure I'm feeling like I gotta wear golf attire every round. So yes, you know, get the golf polos out, get into the serious business of qualifying. The way that we played yesterday, it's gonna make it tough to make plat. I think if we keep up how we played yesterday, elite will be a lock. I think we're gonna need some bigger rounds if we think we might qualify into plat. Yeah, I'm excited to get after it. Feel like our ball striking is in a pretty decent place. Just got to get a little bit more handy on the putter, but that's okay. All right, so 20 furs. They want us to play a technician. 10 feet. All right, so the dailies will get done. We'll get a couple of those done. WWE wear and earn. Okay. Record over 619 feet. See, these are all things that are gonna go over my head. 41, 619, 21, and no more than 21 putt. Something about that, there's probably some meaning behind those numbers. The clubhouse pass stuff doesn't matter to me too much. I mean, 50 VC is always nice. The wear and earn, they went with WWE equipped, so presumably there's something in the shop. What's going on, RJ? Johnny, welcome back. Adidas Callaway. This is still the same stuff. Turns over. I mean, today's Tuesday. So a lot of times the Wednesday wear and earn stuff has shown up early and you've been able to complete it. And I've heard of people having issues on Wednesdays actually completing it. So there's a chance that's what's going on, is that we'll get some WWE related things that we can buy from the shop tomorrow. Or maybe there's going to be a code coming. Because we know that WWE, like, you know that it would only be purchasable in the shop. Yeah, no WWE stuff in there. So you know that it would come from the shop in some capacity, which then means that you're having to buy it in order to get the VC and the Evo tool, which means that you're effectively just getting a discounted Evo tool with some work. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. We'll have to wait and see. It doesn't look like any of that stuff is actually here today, but I assume tomorrow. You ended at 4 under, but you got 7 under round 2. Think I should do really well in it? Yeah, from what I've heard, round 2 is like a lower wind round. So yeah, theoretically it should be something that if our ball striking is on point, that we can just get after it. All right, so we're just gonna get some warm-ups done, get the thumbs going. That's the fades and draws. Oh, that's the big phase in draws. See, the thing is, I don't really want the boost to the correction. It's gonna throw me off. Because what does the pre-tournament stuff give you? What if we do pre-tournament instead? My audio's breaking up, Sambas? Anybody else having issues with the audio? I mean, everything from my end seems to be okay. Not dropping any frames, all of my mixers seem in place. Audio is fine, Garfield. That's my output volume. Everything from that seems good. That's disabled. Forget exactly where you set the microphone volume, but yeah, everything seems good here. It seems like it must just be on your end. I mean, I'm just double checking everything, but yeah. My microphone is at 69 nice, which is where I know it works. See, because if we do this, this is all attributes. Screw it. We're just going to go into the tournament. I'm done messing my stats up. Because I don't want to get in a rhythm of, like, playing with a different correction than we normally will. Alright. The menus are just a little bit slow. That was throwing me off. I was starting to think that something wasn't working properly. All right, so Detroit Golf Club, very soft greens, but the fairways are very firm. Medium winds, slow greens. All right, well, this is going to be a test of putting, but it also means that we can be very, very aggressive with our approaches. That seems to have sorted it. Perfect, Sambas. Yeah, I was like, I don't see anything on my end, but it's never the type of thing you want to deal with, so always good to check it out. Yeah, what's going on, Rob? I've been doing well. How about yourself? We're just getting started for the day. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad for a first swing of the day. Who needs a warm-up anyway? Been sick all week? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Oh, so choppy. So choppy. Yeah, there's that soft. So the wind did play a little bit. It also said slow, but these are 137s, which isn't that slow. What's going on, Light Bloom? Why does it seem like no one is playing the green reader ability? Probably because either some people aren't, or people are like me and are only running it to a certain degree. So I have 2 upgrades in the green reader ability. Oh, I pulled it. Did not swing nice at the top there. So like I have it down to where like each grid is like roughly a yard, just a little bit off. So what, 126 is there. Gonna still take a bounce. But it is, I don't know, it is soft, so. What is this? 87%? Yeah, just straight swing finish. Whoa. I came out pretty short. Oh, you know what? We were in the light rough. I wasn't even factoring in rough at all. You hadn't played PGA in a month, so you screwed up the qualifier? Always next week, Rob. Always next week. That's the thing. If you don't make it now, you can always qualify. I mean, obviously, it's harder to qualify to a higher tour if you do it on a regular week and not on a qualifier week, but they'll have a promo event as well. Everybody will get sorted, and some people will, you know, practice really hard for this and then not practice in future weeks, and then, you know, those people will start to get demotions and stuff. You know, because other people are gonna get better. That felt good. Okay, left it a little bit short. That's because it's a little bit softer. I need to be mindful tonight of my putter swing path. I hit that a little bit firm. Okay, but that was a straight line. That's what I like to see. What up, Billy Goat? Finish at 12 under, think it'll make the cut? Oh yeah, no. Anything under par will be absolutely fine. Anything under par will be absolutely fine for making the cut. Or making a tour, rather. Yeah, I would not be worried there. If you're over par, it seems like people are shooting better than expected, and that's where I would start to potentially have some concern, but you will be A-okay. Power drive or stinger are worth it? I think so. I think stinger is a nice one to have into the really high winds, but like when I say really high, I mean like 20 and above. Power drive is a very situational one. Power drive to me is you have a lot of fairway and you have the room, then you go for it. I felt that one. I felt that one left. You need to do what Hemo does? Practice the course 5 times before you actually play it? Yeah, but he practices it 5 times before he plays it for each round. Most people do not have... Oh, wow. Most people do not have that amount of time at their disposal. Why is it giving me a 9-iron here? I got a headwind. 179, I mean, and then you're playing another at least 12 here. Like 191, this is, the 6-iron is to take it about pin high. I'm gonna play a little fade back into it. I thought that wind would hold it up more. I mean, it sat so softly. Okay, but that's, I guess, good to see because we curve it, and so we're going more into a headwind, so it does work up against it, or maybe it was never going that far in the first place. I think I'm just misreading things, to be honest. What's going on, Russell? Thoughts on choked approach shot? I think it's really nice if you are somebody that struggles. If you're somebody that struggles to hit partial shots, then the choke shots are gonna be nice. I also think they're really useful on True Sim, because on True Sim you can't really see your aim marker. So it just takes a little bit of guesswork out of it. So like for me, if it's gonna leave me at 100%, I'll take it. Otherwise, like I'm just gonna partial this. So what do we got? 91. So yeah. Even with the tailwind, that sits so soft. Even with the tailwind, that sits so soft. I am just not finding these putts. I don't know what it is, but I cannot get the putts to go right now. Yeah, what's going on, Johnny? We're just getting warmed up with some career mode. How are you doing? It's up the hill. So it's playing 226. This is playing about pin high landing. Pretty flat. Felt good. Got the little draw on it. I'm trying to throw it up into the wind and then sit soft on the soft fair or on the soft green. It's at least enough to have the backstop hold it, but these greens aren't fast enough for this backstop to bring it back. Even with the push, we're still low. Jeez. Hey, sure, thank you. Hey, rocking one of my golf shirts. Felt like with qualifying this week, I should break out the golf polos. Join a local golf league next month, Rake. Ooh, get in there. Now I could do something like that. But I think I would probably have to fully give up Twitch and YouTube, so I think we're gonna forgo a golf league. We shot 12 under in round 1, Rob. I left a bunch of putts out. I missed 3 medium putts. I have been putting pretty poorly. Yeah, that open face. That open face is not good. Really good touch. Just didn't get on the ground. I need to that putt swing just has to be better tonight. I was missing some pretty egregious like paths and contact and stuff, like just shanking it all over the place. I don't think it was nerves. I think it was genuinely just some lack of focus. It was 6, 5 yards. You got the bounce, but you also have that hill. I think I'm okay with this. It's holding up a little bit of a fade. I was trying to play it airing on the side of left of the hole. I didn't want to bring de-greening myself into play. There we go. There we go. Hey, good evening, Richard. Yeah, the sun is making, yeah, the shade of the green and everything. It's very much so a light green. Gonna take a little bit off of that. The close is gonna put it in the bunker. Bounce through. Nice. Nice. Love the shirt. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm cracking out the golf shirts for the TGC qualifying. Figure it's a good time to do it. Oh, I almost did it again. That's gonna die. I'm like partialing these too much. I think because I'm not really playing like the amount that they get taken off because they're de-lofted. Not getting a read on these greens. Reebok ones, I think I have mostly Nike shirts because we had, where we used to live, there was a Nike outlet store. So my wife, like, if she would see like a clearance golf shirt that she liked, she'd pick it up for me. Yeah, it's more like that dry fit. It's super comfy, especially because it gets pretty warm in my stream room. It's pretty nice to have, to be honest. Just makes it that little bit more breathable. Come on, you gotta get right. That's pretty much where I want to be. Not really a flag I can get at. Not really a flag I can get at. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. It's been a slow grind on this round. We are definitely not doing any sort of like crazy scoring. Our swing's been pretty good, but just not quite putting ourselves close enough to the hole and then missing putts. And that's just not a good combo. So we're gonna be a little bit more aggressive here. Except I'm gonna underswing it. Yeah, it's pretty much that. It's pretty much that. I am thinking that we're gonna get a little more distance out of everything. Would be nice to make more putts, but it's okay. This isn't the round that matters. We've got plenty of time to get warmed up and ready for that. I think I'm gonna hit a faded 3 hybrid off the tee. Just kind of hit this out. Feels like no point taking driver. Like the distance is really not that bad. Drawing nicely. Yeah. I think you just have to be I guess, a little bit more aggressive with those soft greens than I'm giving it respect for. Gripping and ripping off the tee with driver, no exceptions. The ICAST fireball of golf. I mean, if I have an opportunity to hit driver, don't get it twisted. I'm gonna hit me some driver. But unfortunately does not always make sense. Put too much shape on it and still got left. Dang. That's tough. I was really trying to ride that ridge. Oh, what? 9.62% power? Are you kidding me? I suck it. I suck at that path. I think it's just because I don't want to change my controller grip. I like try and swing straight from my normal spot. Pull off driving off the deck. I don't even have it in the bag. I didn't put driver off the deck on this character. I just haven't had enough situations where it's worth it. I feel like every time I go to hit it, it's more risk than it's worth. I mean, I can barely hit the golf ball properly in real life. What the heck? Got the first, like, scam text of my life on Signal. That's interesting. I don't even use that app, but one of those, like, where they pretend they have the wrong number to try and get you to confirm who you are. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Colby. No, you don't know this is Colby. That'll play. That'll play. Like the shirt, thanks, not. Yeah, everybody seems to like it, which is good. I guess I've never worn this shirt on stream before, which I didn't realize. What's going on in the basket? Do we have WWE cosmetics? I guess they're gonna be coming, because technically it's not Wednesday yet, but those are the Wednesday wear and earn. So I don't know if they're gonna be in the shop when the shop refreshes tomorrow. I also don't know if there's gonna be some sort of locker code coming tomorrow. This feels like some informational desync here. Hit a little bit of a downslope there. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Okay, eagle look on 17. You got 3 scam calls back to back to back the other day? I think I've had that once. The thing is, if I don't know your number or I'm not expecting a call from a particular area code, I don't answer the phone. Shot 12 under first round, how do I feel about it? Alright. I definitely messed some makeable putts up. Whether it was hitting it under power or like hitting like some crazy 11% open contact. Yeah, there were definitely more mistakes than I would have liked there to have been. Really? We missed our contact there? That's surprising. There we go. Walk it off with a chip in. GG's Brooke. Did you break par? But this is why it's a warm-up. 4 under on the front 9, 7 under on the back 9. We got our lives together. Needed those scores coming down the stretch. Yeah, I mean, it's like, no matter what the conditions seem to be, if it's like a normal-ish track, that like 10 to 12 under is like our round when we're not firing on all cylinders. Yeah, I felt like we left a lot of approach shots well short. Okay, perfect. So the golf club is done. That's technically our second level 9 sponsor, but the first one didn't count for whatever reason. Hopefully this one does. Sponsor reward, get cool beans. Yeah, let's take a look at these quests and see if it actually is working. What's going on, Dr. Smoke? Seen the YouTube shorts? From what YouTube tells me, a lot of people are seeing the YouTube shorts, which is pretty dang cool. Yeah, good to see you too. I don't know. I mean, doesn't really matter what we answer to these things, right? We've already got all the stuff. I'm just here so I don't get fined. They're great. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I try and pick out the best shots or something, yeah, maybe that has a little bit of humor. It's always tough because like I always want it to be like the ball goes in the hole, but like I don't hole out or make amazing putts 7 days a week to like have a backlog, so sometimes have to put really close shots and hope that people think, wow, that was really good. Okay, so those are the daily quests. We got 69 completed quests. I mean, we should probably never complete a quest again, right? My career. Okay, so yeah, we've got 1 at level 9, even though technically we have 2 at level 9, which really ticks me off. But time to start our next sponsor. Yeah, because see, we have 2 tier 9. But unfortunately, these guys don't count. I wonder if we play as them for 1, if we could get it. Like, I re-put them on. But what if I re-sign with 2K and play a tournament with them? Maybe that would trigger it again. Actually, what's the other one with 3? I probably... You know what? I think... Let me try having just 1 on the other one. I'll do 2 on these guys. And then I can switch it to 3 after we do a tournament with the golf club. See if I can trigger that 9, because I really don't want to get... multiple to 9. But if I just, like, if I put these on clubs and balls or something to start, and then we put them on apparel after we play around... If we play one more round and it doesn't fix it, that's gonna make me really sad. That's gonna make me really, really sad. Okay, so this said it had a pre-tournament event. I'm assuming it's not a oh no, I think it was. I think there was a sponsor event for the golf club, but we switched off of them. Okay. Just trying to make sure that we have everything squared away. Alright, you know what? Is this, this isn't a whatever event, right? This is just a regular tournament. I don't think the John Deere Classic is, yeah. Those are regular events. So we don't, through to the end of the season, we don't have any more signature events. We got 1, 2, open, 1, 2, 3, and then we're into the finals. And then we'll finally be done our first season. How many wins are we at? How many wins are we at? Because we've been slowly playing the career mode. 25 wins. 25 out of 60. We've got 2 of the majors on our first try. We missed winning the PGA because we didn't play well. I mean, we'll have to get those things on season 2. I mean, it's been pretty good to... Honestly, it's been pretty good to use this as a warm-up. Oh, I didn't even know... So I guess we finished the other one. I didn't realize that we had this. 10 gers with a super flop, 10 gers with a runner, 10 gers with a spinner, 10 gers with a pick, 10 with the choked approach. Choked approach and pick shot. The occasional spinner. I'm gonna have to make it a point to super flop and runner, but that's gonna be something that we go out of our way for. But I won't do that, I don't think, until we get some of these wins done. Oh, hey, look at that. I got my first 400-yard plus fur. It is crazy how many hours this get. I guess we just put the ball too close and I suck at putting. It's like the perfect combo to have never made a 50-plus footer and only have made 3 outside 45. No Albies yet. We've gotten enough of the Eagles. This will be a slow grind, but we'll get there. Cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, so let's play some John Deere Classic. Yeah, these career mode menus are going really, really slow now, and I don't know if that's from an update. I don't know if it's like as your career progresses, if things start to take longer to load. I remember when Map Collector was speed running in like at least 2K23, maybe it was 2K21, but like it was faster to reset the career mode every run than to fast forward to the next season because it would just take so long. Firm fairways, very firm greens, high winds. All right, not gonna be the easiest set of conditions here. Not gonna be the easiest set of conditions. So I think what the plan is, we're gonna play a little bit of this. We'll see how far we get before ads hit. Once ads are done, or when ads happen, we'll take a break like we always do. We'll play the rest of this out and then try to time it so that as close to 9 o'clock as possible, we will play. Oh geez, we will play our daily master ranked tours round, because I'd like to keep that cadence because it's been fun to have other people join in and play that with us. So I'm gonna try and keep that rhythm. It's open face, but honestly, open face is the side to miss that on. Then from there, I think we'll see what we've got with timing. Timing is gonna be a little bit odd. Timing's gonna be a little bit odd in terms of our TGC round and like getting to the TGC round, if that makes sense. Like, it's kind of the what do you fill with between ranked tours and TGC, because I don't want an ad break in the middle, so I'm trying to like functionally have my stream based around when ads are going to be present. I did not get as much left. Oh, never mind. Settle, please. Wow, I think that'll be kind of our general flow. This is too short to spin. This is very firm. I feel like you leave it just a little bit. That was really good inputs. Wow, okay, that actually does die up the hill. I am clearly finding out that I don't really know the true chip rollouts. Like, I don't think I have a good enough baseline of how far my chips and my pitches roll out. A lot of times it's kind of an eye test. I'm realizing that I really need to go about actually getting that squared away. Is 6 iron gonna get there? I almost think it is. The wind in the face is what makes me think otherwise, though, but maybe if I put just a little bit extra on the 6, maybe we can get the back. Okay, no, I did need a couple extra yards. 18, I guess I could have gone with the choked 5. It's 123 greens, so it's nothing crazy fast. What's going on, Jim? Apparently I need to wear this shirt more often. You're like the 4th person to compliment it. Also, we make a putt. Very nice. Very nice. Things you love to see. It's hitting a bomb. Hitting an absolute bomb. Shirt's great. I'll have to tell my wife. I mean, she bought it for me a while ago. I'm still having a hard time believing that I never wore this on stream before. Like, I honestly thought I had. I like the shirt too, for what it's worth. I do like the shirt as well. Sorry, expert. Thank you. When you say sorry, expert, you talking like the board game? We talking that kind of sorry? Or are you Canadian? And like you're an expert at saying sorry? What are we talking? Right now, Richard? Right now kind of feels that way. The Phils are not... They used up all their gas on the Dodgers. Now, I wasn't surprised that the Braves was a sweaty one, but then to drop the series to the Cards, get blown out by the Giants... I don't know what's happening. Sorry, I'm an expert. Okay, I got you. Well, I was gonna say, I was gonna go a little bit off on a tangent, and I may as well, now that I brought it up, but... They changed the rules to sorry. I don't know if anybody's aware of that. Like, if you buy sorry now, the rules of it are not the same. It's like way easier to get out and start moving on the board. It's not fun. My wife and I were thoroughly disappointed. Because we got it as a gift sometime a while ago. And we're like rereading. I was like, what is this crap? They like changed some of the some of the cards too. Always played Trouble. Yo. Trouble was definitely a game of my childhood. Good times. A new sorry patch. Can you imagine if you had... They had a log of everybody who owned the game and they just like could change the game on the fly like that, and you're like, no, I didn't want it to, I didn't want the patch. Alright, trying to take this 9 back so that we can okay, hold it and underswung it. Underswing is not great. Underswing is not great. Those are shots that I cannot have. Underswing again. But we're making some of these underswings. I don't know if it's like I'm just overreading it by like a percentage with the extra power I'm putting on, and so the underread is putting it to where it needs to be. I do play golf in this shirt, Jim. I do. I decided for TGC qualifiers this week, I'm gonna wear some golf shirts, because why not? Trying to land this in the rough. I hit it with the extra 1% power, so I don't really know where else we're supposed to go. The rough would have maybe taken some power out of it. Okay, pretty good power. In line and everything, just barely off. Look good, play good? I mean, I think that's a pretty reasonable mental thing, right? Like you wanna put yourself in the best mental space to play good golf. You know, I think there is some reality behind the look good, feel good. So certainly why not with playing golf? This is going to be a few yards long. So what? Let's see how that works. Get the little draw back over. Come on, be the number. That's a weird hop. That's a really weird hop. Oh, I'm well over par in real life. Are you kidding me? I'm a 26 handicap. If I'm breaking 100, that was a good round. But truth be told, I've got a lofty goal of breaking 90 this year. Can't even handle the pressure of this video game. Can't imagine what the pros are doing on the course. I mean, even just look. I mean, you look to any given Sunday, right, so to speak. But like, look at you. Just think of Rory, just this past weekend. You know, there's all the history and all all of that stuff behind it too. But just think about what he was going through mentally. I left the face open. Gosh darn it. We'll blame Rory for that one. Cap, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright, we're just gonna throw up a long pick shot here. That's close. Without the open, we might just dunk that thing. I don't know why I'm leaving those just a touch open. Gotta square it up. Gotta square it up. Never seen anybody play good that didn't look good. Yeah, it's an interesting way to frame it. You know, I haven't thought of it that way, but you might be onto something. You might just be onto something. I don't have enough draw in me to like put it all the way up that hill in that corner. So if I can just get it out to this part of the green, leave myself an uphill putt, I think we've done pretty well. A little bit pacey. Have to imagine that plays a role. All right. So I'm not gonna be able to finish this hole before ads rolls, so we'll do the whole shindig here. We're gonna take a quick break. We've got plenty of golf left. When we come back, we're gonna finish up this back nine here, and then we're gonna play the daily master, 2K tour. So if anybody wants to get in on that, prep yourself for, in the next 10-15 minutes here. We're gonna get rolling with that, but appreciate y'all being here. Go stretch your legs, grab a quick drink, grab a snack. We'll reconvene in 3 minutes. And yeah, if you're enjoying, drop a like on the stream, drop a follow, drop a YouTube sub. All those things are much appreciated. And I'll see you in a few. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. there it goes. All right, let's lock back in. Yeah, 3 wood. Like a choked 3. Oh yeah, look at that. Quad perfects after sitting back down. Easy. WWE Wednesday wearing quests. Yeah, so it's Tuesday, right? Gotta remind ourselves it's Tuesday. I know the stuff's been kind of weird where like the wear and earn stuff is out like a little bit earlier, but effectively I think we're gonna see some stuff in the shop or a locker code tomorrow if I had to guess. Like that's my best guess at it, is we'll see. Oh, where was I aimed? I thought the wind was going to do a lot more than that. Yeah, I think when the store rolls over tomorrow, that would be, I think, what makes the most sense. Underswung it. The right power gets it there. What's going on, Eat Roy? How are you doing? Yeah, rounds are going well. We're getting dialed in with some career mode here to start. We're gonna slowly build our way up to it. We're gonna play the ranked tours daily master shortly. Just slowly building up. Trying to just make sure that the swing is there. And also keep the cadence of the stream that we've had going, which is keeping that daily master at the same time. I might move it at some point, because I do want to play at some point True Sim. So we're gonna have to make some room in the schedule. I think at some point the ranked tour stuff will go away, probably once I get all my 100 rounds in. Doing societies or do dailies yourself? Pro master, I think you were 13 for master. See how I don't get how people play multiple ranked tours. I mean, there are some people that play like every single round of the ranked tours. I can't play the same course, same pin set over and over and over again. Personally. I pulled it? Oh. It's gonna be right of the hole. $2K clubs, so they replace sponsor clubs as well. So the gold clubs are, I mean, it's their own edition of a club. I have not gotten them yet, because I have not even finished a single season of the career mode, let alone enough to acquire them. So we're still working on it, technically. I'm gonna try this just because. 102. Got the perfects, so we're not gonna lose any distance. It's just how is this line? Line's pretty good. Yeah, can't get much better than that, I don't think. Can't get much better than that, I don't think. Thoughts? You suck. Those are my thoughts. Heck nabbit, man. You like doing the pro and then the master? Can't make yourself do pro and the, oh yeah, with the difference, that's the one that gets me the most, is like the people that play all three of them. Like, how do you get yourself amped up to play pro-am? Like, I don't get it. Warming up for the night? Wins are usually different between pro and master, so you can slowly warm up. That's fair. And maybe that's just a different perspective because I haven't finished career mode yet. Finished, so to speak. So, like, for me, it's a pretty decent lie. I don't know if this is going to come out short, though. Like, normally I would go up a club and choke it down. It's been kind of my go-to, is like a club and a little less. Yeah, once I finish career mode, then I'll have some, you know, I'll have a round freed up. Effectively. Why are you so bad at putting? Why are you so bad at putting? I mean, my putting is basically like, why should I be on plat? But that's kind of how it's always been, is I just play well enough outside of the putter. If I played well and putted well, you know, we could actually be a menace. Oh wow, that took a big... Well, that checked up though. That first hop was huge, but actually worked out not that bad. I have not gone yet, Jim. I've gotten out to the range a few times, was able to get out to the range again yesterday. It's supposed to... It was storming here today, on and off. It's supposed to be really nice on Friday. I might try and get out to chip and putt, because that's the one thing that I haven't done yet, and I don't really want to go and play until I've chip and putt, so that's kind of the missing piece for me, so to speak. I wanted to put that on a baby fade to try and curb the angle that this thing is gonna bounce and roll out on. I should not have gone choked though. Once I turned that into a fade, I should have hit that thing stock. Up the hill, so I'm gonna give it a little bit less. Good touch. I go this weekend. Ooh, very nice. Daily Master, then you're 4 rounds of qualifying? Qualifying beat you up that much, Yeet? What's the part of the game that you're struggling with? Actually gonna move the tee box on this one. Perfect in between. Well, it depends. Sometimes the choked approach only takes off like 4 yards. Like that. Like those are 4 or 5 yards, 6. As you get to the longer clubs, it's a little bit more, but on some of these short ones, it can be pretty meh, I guess. It's like the best way to describe it. Wind at the back here, pin is playing like 152, 141. I just feel like this isn't gonna go. 10 yards it has to cover on the ground. Try Try and get it going a little bit. Ball's below the feet. Wind is also going that way. It goes a little bit right to left. I don't know. I almost thought about trying to give it a little bit of overpower because I still feel like this is going to be short even after the bounce. Yeah. But if I feel like it's going to be that way, I mean, I gotta heed the words that I say to people, and that is to fail with confidence. So if I'm not confident in a shot such as that, I didn't hit it firm. Could have birdied that one too. If I don't hit it, if I'm not fully confident in it, I need to do the club up. I can't be doing that. Hey, this might still be short. Well then, do something about it. Don't leave yourself to a point, because I'm not a strong putter. So give yourself a chance at the hole. Give yourself a chance to be closer. All right. It do be that time for the Daily Master. Oh, we should also check and see if this 2K, because that was the whole point. Put this back on to see if it triggers with them getting experience. If I can get the level 9 to count. But yeah, we're gonna be hopping into the Daily Master 2K ranked tours. So if anybody's interested in that, you're more than welcome to join. Alright, sponsor rewards. We get some TaylorMade. There's some weekly, some daily. Yeah, rolling in all of the things. Rolling in all of the things. Yeah, definitely feel like the career mode stuff is taking a little bit longer to load today. So not sure entirely what's up with that. Just want to fly through this press conference real quick. I heard you can only get to like 100 million followers, but I wanna see it. Okay, so that still says 9, obviously, but does the quest say anything? Please be 2. Okay, so that's a fix. Nice. I just had to play one more round with them, even though they were already maxed. And now we can drop 2K. We can focus solely on TaylorMade. That's 2 of 5. Cool beans. That's what we like to see. Absolutely perfect. Lydia's gonna be queued up next. All right, and we are done with career mode. Let's do some ranked tours. Let's do some ranked tours. See if we got 0 merits again. From what I understand, you got to play like crap to get merits. Nice. We finished 11th last week. Get nothing for it other than points. Love that. I haven't seen merits in well, I haven't seen any merit movements since they fixed it. How many times are we gonna play Al-Barsha? I mean, I'll play it, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we keep playing Palms and Sands all over again. I mean, I guess that's what happens with the daily. They just cycle through these. Okay, that is quite the code. J855JJ65. A lot of J's. There's a lot of J's going on. Our smoke is ready. Basket, it's It's first come, first served, man. Anybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome. There's a reason I put the codes in the chat. I'm not. This is a community affair. Anybody that wants to play the Daily Master with us. Alright, let's take a look at the conditions here. Don't expect anything crazy. Firm. Greens are not that quick. Alright, we got one last spot if anybody wants in. Obviously the code is here on the screen. I also put it in the chats. I'll let it rock and roll for another minute or so here, and if nobody hops in or says anything, then we'll roll with it. Appreciate y'all being here, by the way. Thank you very much. I normally do the self-plug stuff before ad break, but I appreciate you guys. If you're watching on YouTube, a like on the stream always is probably the biggest help that you guys can give. I don't know. I would imagine that YouTube uses like chat metrics as part of how it pushes stuff, but yeah, the like is always a for sure thing. I'm surprised that the TGC Discord actually got quieter a bit after that FAQ got made. I thought people were just gonna have to keep tagging the FAQ channel over and over again because people tend to not read, so that's good to see. Always an entertaining stream. Well, I appreciate that. All right, last call. All right, let's get it. Over under on how many minutes until Lucas comes in and says he missed it? What's the over under here? I'll set it at like 7.5 minutes. 3 holes. Uh-oh. You know what? I did this exact same thing. Okay, got lucky this time. I did the exact same thing, though, the last time that we played this course. Because I think this is the one that we shot, like, our 17 or 18 or whatever, but we made a big dum-dum on the first hole. .22? 9 yards? Not quite 9. I don't know why I underswung that. I guess my brain knew better. About what I was doing. Okay. Yeah, because last time we played this, I ran it right up into the rough. And, like, just botched the first hole entirely. Okay, that's not gonna make it. These are playing pretty bouncy. Why am I pulling these all of a sudden? Three inches, that's how close? Why not just go in right up against the edge? Yeah, that's always rough. Come on now. Come on now. What's going on, Decker? Did I think that Rory was gonna win it? If I'm being honest with myself, no. I thought he had a very good chance at it, like before the tournament started. I thought he had a very good chance at it the way that he was playing, probably the best chance that he's had. But I just kind of feared the past a little bit, you know? Just kind of feared the past a little bit and wasn't entirely certain. If he could get the job done. Yeah, but definitely happy to see him prove me wrong. That doesn't go. Okay. That doesn't go. Hold it. Which is surprising. I normally push those. I take birdie. I just don't like leaving myself short like that. But I really thought the 6-iron's gonna chase a bit more. Okay, we've lost our grip a little bit here. Yeah, the way he was playing through the middle though, I was like, okay, he's doing it. And then as the 4th round started, you know, you're like, oh no, here we go again. You know, but then he starts to, like, he played some great golf mixed in with some shocking golf. What am I doing? What am I doing with that swing? Good recovery, but come on now. Come on now. Hey, the Phillies won? Imagine that. I thought they were done winning. My goodness. I don't know what's going on with my grip and my feel, but I'm just off all of a sudden. Oh, this is the one that bounces and chases. Pushed it just a fraction. Trying to hit the like softest 3-wood that I can. Oh, that's a soft 3-wood. That's a very soft 3-wood. Okay. Eagle time. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to lock that swing path in, because if we're off on that, all of a sudden everything changes when it comes to qualifying. Everything changes when it comes to qualifying if we don't have that. %. Okay. That wind definitely held it out to the right. I was trying to play on the green for the bounce. I see a putt that hung on the edge. What? How is that an underswing? How is that an underswing? It's because these are slow greens, man. These greens that are like this speed, I always leave it short. I always leave these short. You need more pace. I want this side with a fade. This side with a fade is gonna give us the best angle of approach. I don't know if taking driver is the play. No, I guess it's fine. Gonna pretty much bounce and stop, right? So bounce it. Okay. That works for me. Yeah, you have to swing so long. The green speed, when it drops like below 130, all of a sudden stuff just gets really, really long on how far you've got to pull it back. I could have played that a little bit more to the right for approach angle, but I'm gonna basically play this back. Or yeah, like the hop and stop. Falls a little bit. These don't move a ton. I'll do this. I like the way that's bending back towards the flag. There's the big hop and there's the stop. Okay, so just coming up like fractionally short on the actual hop and stop portion, but we've got the right idea. These greens got you shook, basket. Yeah, they've got a decent bounce, but then the greens aren't that quick. So like once you get it rolling, we've been striking it well enough. Look at that quad perfect power drive. That's some confidence right there. That's some confidence right there. Come on, ball. Get going. A little bit left to target. But we're going to have a look. We're going to have a look. You qualified 5th nationally, Michael? Explain. Explain it to me. This needs so much pace, jeez. Decent putt. It's gotta miss right, isn't it? Of course you are. Of course you are. Record over 619 feet in putt total. Oh, that's not like sunken putts. That's literally just like putt the ball 619 feet. That is not at all what I thought that meant. That's not at all what I thought that meant. I really thought that was like make 619 feet of putts. Played 16 under for the round. GG's. All right. Again with kind of the hop and stop. We know there's a couple yards. Probably gonna land and kick left. Okay, there it drifts to the right. There's the kick left. Okay, we'll take it. Put it just inside the hole. There we go. I mean, this should be a pretty good warm-up, I would think, for what we're about to play. Maybe not green speeds, but from what I understand, this is kind of what we're going to be up against in terms of like wind conditions and stuff. We're playing like forward tees and lower winds. What's going on, OPEC? Are the all-nine modes swing stick only? So there were a lot of complaints. I'm a bit surprised that there's not a 3-click situation. So in the last game, they introduced 3-click, and there were a lot of complaints that 3-click and swing stick were competing against each other in ranked. But I guess they kind of determined that they were gonna go swing stick only for ranked. Oh, get in there. Determined they were gonna go swing stick only for ranked, and if they deemed that there was enough, I guess enough data essentially for them to bring 3-click into the fray and like have their own division, that was something that they would consider. So I mean, I guess make your your voice be known, but I think swing stick is just where the majority of the competitive gameplay occurs, and that's why they've gone that way. That's kind of the understanding that I have. I left the face open. Just trying not to run this one crazy long, and I think I'm gonna leave it short of the green now. Oh, see, that's so close. That's so close. I can putt it from here. Hey, what's going on, Casey? Stream goes well. How are you doing? This is gonna break pretty hard out the gate and then turn. Little bit of creeping the rest of the way. Oh, what a read. Oh, what a read. Just load up the Eagles. Load them up. Can we go one more eagle in a row? No, I left the face open. I pushed it. You gotta hit that perfectly square. Yeah, you get so much more miss out of the chip versus a putt, even at the really tiny swings. Yeah, I left that swing path completely off. Probably need to focus up a bit more on those chip shots, because that's definitely, in that makeable range. I'm just gonna aim a little left and just go right at it. Or aim a little bit right, I guess. Words are hard. Golf shots are sometimes easy. What's going on, Jorg? I am a sculptor, so I have a little bit of power, but I still have some forgiveness. But I have my driver maxed out, so I have 79 power on my character, and I have 5 power fittings on my driver. I think I have like 2 power fittings on my 3-wood and hybrid, so I've got a lot of distance at the top of the bag, but still have, on my irons and wedges, I still have 85 swing path and contact. Yeah, Technician is definitely still a good build. Technician starts to struggle maybe a little bit when they start to stretch the course out, but no, Technician, it's the most forgiving of the builds. Definitely not bad in my opinion. I think there are a fair number of top players who play with it. I thought I might end up to the right-hand side. I just didn't really want to end up left. That was kind of my main concern. One turn. Turn. So close. I know a few people who play Sculptor. I think it's like, it seems to be that the majority that I've come in contact with play Technician, and then people are maybe a little bit split over Sculptor and Magician. Sculptor and Magician are kind of 50-50 for what that second one is. You play Sculptor as well, Basket? I think if you're a little bit better and can get off of the little bit of extra forgiveness on the Technician, I like the extra distance, I like the shaping and recovery stats of Magician and Sculptor. I think those are very good places to be. Alright, we're gonna partial this 5. I needed to clear this little ridge and run out. Kicked a little bit more to the right. Definitely took off just a hair too much. I think what I'm getting in trouble with, if I'm being completely honest with myself, I think what I'm getting myself in trouble with is the lie percentage. I'm like playing everything as 100% live when I really need to factor in probably 2 yards off on average, and that's kind of where I feel like I'm coming up short. Your greenskeeper, in my opinion, Smoke, I feel like you're wasting stats on putting. That's my take on it. I don't think the putting stats are doing as much as it might be doing more for here than anything else. But in my opinion, if you are missing, in order to miss putts, you have to be missing so egregiously on your contact and or your path that the putting contact and path stat upgrades will not save you. That's kind of my view on it. Oh, I flared it open. So I would think that you're going to be better off having higher concentration of stats in those upper 2 rows. Are you serious? I thought that was tracking. Oh, I really thought that was tracking. Dang. That's one man's opinion. But I kind of think people are putting a little bit too much, I don't want to say faith or respect or what have you, because I don't think that's the right word, but I think people are maybe giving, yeah, I guess that is probably the right way to phrase it. Like, I think there's just a little bit too much respect given to what the putting stats actually do versus like the mental side of the game. I'm gonna come in lower flighted, even on this lie. I overswung it, but I don't think that matters. I think that's the worst archetype to choose from right now, Rigsy. Because what the other option is Powerhouse. I mean, Powerhouse is a tough one, especially early on because of its forgiveness stats and stuff. I think Powerhouse is good to get the power drive from, just to have, but that's like when you have open fairways, can confident, and you're confidently striking the ball within reason, then you go for that. Yeah, GG's, boys. Thanks for playing. Always a good time. Yeah, I mean, we definitely left Well, actually, I don't need the leaderboard, but we definitely left a few out there. 17 is still good. We went back-to-back eagles, right? Yeah. 11 and 12, we drove the green. We had 4 eagles on the round. Of course, then I made a comment about can we eagle 3 in a row and then just open face on the par 3. Par, 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 par. I parred all the par 3s. I did not hit good shots. But yeah, let me take a look at the archetypes. Actually, you know what? I think somebody had posted a long time ago in the Discord, which I'm just going to apologize now for the vertical viewers. I'll bring up my player, but I don't have the stats in front of me, or I don't have like a scene on that to be able to show. But let me pull up for the horizontal gang. It was a while back, somebody had made like a spreadsheet that documented the starting numbers between all of them, so I at least will have something to look at here. And this is what I based mine off of. Let's open this in the browser. Let me switch over my monitor. Real professional over here. We do our best. Oh, that's so tiny. That is not useful to anyone. Okay, please hold. Why is that so small? That's what she said. Okay, this should at least be a little bit easier to see. Okay, so, all right, take it easy, Basket. Appreciate you playing. So you got Greenskeeper, Powerhouse, Technician, Sculptor, and Magician. So looking at these, they have it grouped by the score of like how many stats, or like where their stat falls compared to the other ones. It has the 4th lowest power. It has the 3rd highest correction, which correction, if you cannot put points into this stat, don't. It's got the mid-tier swing path. Transition's not great. 4th lowest contact, worst rhythm, worst shaping, worst recovery. In my opinion, you're putting a ton of points into stats that effectively don't matter that much and just getting rid of everything else. Now, Technician is really low in terms of power. Also, what's going on, Lux Domino? Thank you very much for the raid. How was the stream? Welcome on in, everybody. We're just we're discussing archetypes at the moment, and we're gonna get going with our TGC qualifier round 2 in a few minutes here. But I think Technician, the low power is made up for by the fact that it is paired with contact, that is 75, and so you can crank this up into like the mid-90s. I don't think you have to take this to 99. I think if you take it to 90, 95 contact, probably 95 contact, you put the rest of your points here, and then you can put 20 points of power, right? You can just power fittings everything. Because I think you can put swing path to 25, corrections at 67, which is perfectly fine. So you max this, you max your swing path, you put your contact to 25, you get this to 47, then you can have 67 power on everything, which is not the greatest, but you're super forgiving. If you can come off of the forgiveness a little bit, like I'm playing 85 with the Sculptor, but with that I get 79 power. Now I'm carrying more spin, more distance into greens. I have like 75 or 70, 71 and 76 or somewhere in there, 72, 77, something like that on my driver, but I have 99 power on my driver, so I can carry it far, shorten the field, have more loft and spin into greens, try and reduce my proximity. Like, that's the way that I approach it, and you can do similar stuff with the Magician. I personally like shaping over recovery. I don't think you need to have, like, I think you can get away with slightly less recovery than this. And so, like, I would rather have 90, what do I have? I have 90 shaping and 69 nice recovery. I would rather that than having 80 shaping and 75 recovery. I like the fact that I can work the ball both ways, right? Like, I can hit a 5-yard cut and still have a draw bias. Like, that's the big thing, more than like, oh, I can loft and spin so much. It's how much I can work the ball back to always have the same correction line, you know, from pretty awful lies. You can't fix everything, but you can fix a lot with high shaping. So that's why I pick Sculptor over Magician. So I think Technician is like the safety net build, and you can do very well with it, especially if you're like very accurate with the extra, you know, that it gives you on some of those shot types. I think that next step to me is Sculptor or Magician. I like Sculptor more. It's kind of all about how you view the game, how you approach the game, but I think that's why you see that being the main split. And I truly think that Greenskeeper is only good for getting to 85 and putting the Green Reader perk on. Like, I think this is all Greenskeeper is good for, in my opinion. Because these are my stats with the Sculptor, and I have 68 and 75, I think, weight and rhythm after you put on the fittings on the putter. So you still can get some decent putt stats out of it. I think transition is overrated. I think this is plenty of transition. Transition is pretty easy to hit. I think rhythm's harder to hit, so that's why I'm weighted here. You have 4 at 99, not Greenskeeper, your Sculptor Technician favorites right now. Yeah, I think it's... The question ultimately boils down to how much are you willing to give up in terms of your forgiveness for distance, which I know that's a hard ask. So I think that's why Technician and those two are the top ones. I think Powerhouse just has too many stats off on the top ones in favor of Power that you can't quite get it back to where you would want to. Went 5 and 2 in rank. GG's, Lux. GG's. All right. So Twitch needs me to roll some ads, so we're gonna take a quick break here. When we come back, it is finally time for round 2 of the tours tonight. So I appreciate y'all being here. If you have not already liked the YouTube streams, I would greatly appreciate it if you're watching and enjoying. And yeah, drop a follow, drop a sub to find your way back here in the future. I'll see you in 3 minutes. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, we back. Lux, I don't know if you saw the thumbs up sneak in, but that was for the follow. Thank you. All right, so what I realized while I stepped away is I probably should not just walk back and have my first swing after getting up be hopping into the qualifier. So let's find our swing again. I didn't want to be taking practice swings on the tee. It's a lot of windows to get back through though to get to the range. All right, back to left. We're finishing all of those to the right. Why is that? I don't like this feeling. I don't like when I have to like suddenly think about the swing. Because I don't need to be. Alright. We'll rock and roll with it. Hopefully we don't get too far off the mark. I think the problem is as soon as I go to get into TGC, I start to think about things way more. That's really what it boils down to. That's kind of always been the case. Like if I can stay loose and get in a rhythm, we're good to go. Sometimes I start thinking about things too much. Wind speed visible instead of meter only? Let's see, yeah, do you go and they had corrected it? No, so it's all your preferences. So they're qualifying on CC settings. So it's all what you have set locally. I'm playing with no vibration. I'm playing with no wind meter because that's just what I'm going to be playing with all the time. But yeah, it's just they have it on CC settings. If you qualify into the Pro Tour, that stuff will go away, but CC has it open, so they leave it open for them. We return to Combe Point Championship for round 2 of TGC Tours qualifying for 2K25. We are playing off of the middle tees here, going green. Low winds out of the southeast. Fairways and greens are firm, and the green speeds are back up a little bit because I think they were in the 120s. We struggled with some of the slower greens. I'm hopeful that the slight increase in green speed might make our putting a little smoother, but let's get after it. I know low scores are out there to be had. Should have read the FAQ more. It's all right. It seems that most people should have. A lot of people popping in asking the exact same question. Alright, and as it said, low winds, not much going on here. I think we just need to be up this right-hand side on the par 5. There we go, quad perfects off the rip. And we are off and to the races. Hey, thank you for the luck ears. Appreciate it. Alright, settled in nicely. Ball is a little bit below the feet. We're fading the ball. The wind's also off that way. I'm gonna err on the side of left here. It's a little bit uphill lie. It's playing maybe 221. It's playing like 6 yards at the 4-iron. That's not great. It's firm and it's kind of quick. So even though this is uphill, I feel like I need to take it off just a touch more. Just a touch more. I want to be safe. I'd rather be a little bit short and have the uphill putt. All right, quad perfects. It's fading a little bit more than I would have liked. There's the big bounce. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is... I was playing it safe. That's about 10 yards short. So maybe should have just taken it. But you got to be careful. Need a little bit of extra pace going up the hill this much. We're braking just steady left to right, and then a little bit of movement back at the end. But I don't want to hang my hat on that too much. Little, oh, it does break back at the end. Dang. I mean, like, I knew it did, but it just didn't quite get over as much as I thought in the beginning. I mean, it's an easy birdie, but that's a 30-footer we could have made. All right, take it easy, Garfield. Thank you, man. Have a good night. I mean, this is gonna be, it's 170 from there. I think you just get this hybrid kind of fading from the left side. Try and get it down to the gap. Gotta avoid the bunkers here. Try and give yourself a nice iron in. Jackfruit Gravy, what's going on? How are you doing, Jack? Ooh, that's downhill. This is so mean. This is a really mean approach shot. How are we gonna go about this? So it's uphill, wind. So if we play it like here, oh yeah, the 7-iron is carrying it a little bit further. Wind gets underneath this thing. Try and land it like that. Kind of going straight at it. Wind to the left. Little 96%. Going straight at it. It's just a matter of, does this thing land on the green? No, it doesn't. That's going to be a mean kick. Sit, sit, sit. Trying to carry that just onto the upslope at the front of the green here. Down the hill. It's gonna break a little. I don't want to get too far outside the hole though, but I'm gonna have to. I feel like I'm gonna have to, or else we're gonna run it way past off the green. But I've also heard things about the second hole, so maybe we will go with a slightly aggressive line so that we can't get kicked out. Alright, birdie start. Leveling your magician? Not a bad choice. We were just talking about some of the archetypes not too long ago. I think magician and sculptor are definitely solid builds. I prefer sculptor personally, but I think they're good ways to go. Got a lot of balance to them. Alright, he's playing 195, maybe like 194 or so with the way that this maybe 193 tops here. We're not going to get 13 yards of bounce and roll out on the 7-iron. I need to take the 6. I need to take the 6 back a few yards. So it's got bounce. It's got a little up. Let it drift. What do we got here? 96% again. All right, just a bunch of 96% shots. It's good distance control. It's actually fantastic distance control, but that thing did not get anywhere near to the right where I thought it was gonna go. Now, how are we getting on with these putts? I feel like I'm always off on the break. We're gonna make that one. All right, it's going well, Smithers. We're out the gate here with 3 straight birds. You have a 99 technician, 75 magician. I've got a 99 sculptor, and I think the next closest is like, I think I have a 90 technician. I think that's the closest thing I've got. This all just kicks really, really hard to the left. I could maybe fade this to hold it up. What's my other option? See, I think I actually think I actually want to be here. This is where this fade's going to come into play. Play the fade, right side of the fairway, sit it soft. There's the cut, right side fairway, put a little bit of loft on it, cut in there. It's still going to bounce across. Dang. I mean, executed my shot. I thought I was going to end up a little bit more to the right. So heavy rough lie probably lands us back here. I've been kind of playing these as like a club up and choked. It's playing 190. It's probably played about 195, which means out of the heavy rough, I've probably got to get it about somewhere into the 180s. 160. How is this gonna play out? Yo, what's going on, BJ? Broke like Shaq, what's going on? What build do you recommend for a beginner? I think for a beginner, Shaq, probably Technician. Technician, and then look to go into like Sculptor or Magician. Good day, BJ. Why is my quality on this course, but Coxer was playing a B101 course for his? Are you up to... I guess you wouldn't know if I'm talking to you in the future. I am on the B101 course. Put a message in the in the stream chat. Make more birdies than you did? I will try. I will try my best. Yeah, so the thing is, if this comes out like 160, right? Like that's gonna be back here. I actually think that does hop. And then probably roll a ton. So yeah, I'm gonna go 5-iron choked. And then I'm gonna play it out left. That's a pretty flat lie. Alright, that's about where I thought it's gonna go. Now how's the bounce and roll out? Seems pretty good so far. Oh man. I mean, I'd call that a recovery shot, but that's just a great approach shot from the rough. We'll take Eagle. We'll take Eagle on 4. 5 under going out the gate here in the fourth or in the second round. There we go. What's going on, Raffles? Thought it said Detroit for the first hole. Must have looked away when I said, oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, I don't know, because sometimes people, like that's the thing with YouTube is it has like the live rewind capability. And so it's hard to tell where people are actually at. If I go 3 hybrid, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go 4. I could hit 3 and go try and run it down that gap, but I don't want to bring the rough into play if I don't have to. Ball's below the feet. We've got a little bit of fade probably from that naturally. Wind's kind of playing straight up. Yeah, I think I'll leave this. I think I'll leave this. Play it a little bit more left, because like that wind's gonna want to cut over there. This is playing down the hill. Wind's slightly into the face, so they're like kind of negating. I don't think 6 yards is enough off, but I think that this is too much. $198 into the uphill. What is it? 97%, so still need a pretty full swing. Okay, that did end up holding up to the left. I was playing for a lot more to the right with that ball below the feet. So that's leaving us out here. We've got a breaker. It breaks a bit more at the end. Got to make sure that we get this thing outside enough. Left to right is carrying speed and braking. I'm putting it out here. Come on, keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. All right. Well, we finally put a par on the scorecard. Are hoodies allowed on this course, sir? This isn't the PGA, Lucas. Can wear whatever we want. We can wear whatever we want. All right, I'm playing fade here, trying to hit this. I pushed it a little bit, but trying to clear the bunkers, get it around the bend. I thought about trying to lay it up, but I figured the way that this is contoured, it would hold so long as we got it down there. That makes things much, much simpler. Much, much simpler for us. You're wearing nothing, guy? Okay, I don't think there's any circumstance in which that's gonna be okay. I'm sorry. Also, I did see that message. Okay, I did see that message at the end of stream yesterday. I don't know what's going on, but a lot of lack of clothes in your last couple of sentences in stream. Oh, we actually punched the 6-iron through. Okay, I didn't need to give it the extra. Did not need to give it the extra. All right, I'm putting it. Mostly because I just completely suck at hitting a straight chip. Mostly because I suck at hitting a straight chip, so we're going straight putt. Beautiful. Beautiful. Got the power adjustment correct. You're innocent? Okay, guy. Yeah, sure thing, buddy. Sure thing. I feel like it's just dangerous to go after it. Hey, thank you, Rio. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're 6 under through 6, so strong start for sure. I just feel like if I bound this down, like I'm gonna just run through and then I gotta try and get out of some sort of rough. I just feel like it's riskier than it's worth. And like we're striking the ball well, so we may as well just put it in the fairway and give ourselves an easy wedge, go up and down for birdie and just call it a day. Ah, Gimli, thank you for the follow. You're 8 under through 6 coming to this hole? Jeez, BJ. And the car was hit. Oh no. I mean, to be fair, it's a pretty easy opening sequence for the most part, and you're talking, what, par 36 going out, and I think it's par 34 coming back home. Smithers, thank you for the follow as well. Alright, a little partial. Get a little bit behind. It cut the wind just a bit much. I thought the slope would bring it down to the hole. Seems pretty flat. I mean, it's got a little bit where it's telling me that it breaks left to right. So I guess does it? Yes, it does. It's really hard to see that. Put it right edge or left edge with pace. Ooh. That's close, because if that catches the lip, it probably is out. You're about 5 over here, Gimli? That's alright. That is A-okay. All sorts of different levels of experience and skill coming into this. That is perfectly fine. You're 10 under after this hole? Didn't go as well. Or you're minus 10 after this hole. Didn't go. You were 10 under through 7? Dan? What am I? There's a skill gap here that I'm missing. What am I doing wrong? Why is everybody so good? I feel like there are secrets out there that I am not privy to. 3 eagles, the rest birdies? And it's 17 over. Right, but there's a par 5. I guess you drove one of the par 4, like you got aggressive and were able to convert. Is this 91%? Oh, I left the face open and underswung it? Oh, that's a really bad shot. See, the thing is, I'll do stuff like this too, and then that makes scoring hard when you do dumb things. Alright, big breaker right to left up the hill. I feel like these are the ones that I always underread, because you like hit them firm, but they're still traveling, and then they're on an angle, so we gotta get it out here, and then you're putting pace. Oh, I overswung it. Didn't overswing it by that much, though. But definitely over-aimed anyway. Two par 5s and a drivable par 4. Yeah, I guess if you eagle all 3 of them. Suppose that is true. I don't actually know about this. I feel like this is the type of thing that like it seems good on paper, and then I end up in that bunker down there. But then if I stay up here, I'm playing 200. Playing 200 here. I don't think power drive is necessary because I have this downhill to work with. But we're just gonna send it. That's a little bit far to the right, which means I'm probably getting kicked hard left. Friction? I'll take it. I'll take light rough. Light rough, angle of attack. You're gonna have wind. Yeah, you just go straight. You just go straight at it. Apparently I had a lie that I didn't look at. How does that go so far to the left? Gosh darn it, Colby. Look. Look. Both par 3s on the front in hole 6. Still shot 16 under round 2. 10 under on the last 10. Yeah, I know with the easier conditions, like I feel like we should have a chance to get some scoring done. But also, if we have stuff like that, that's not gonna help our case. That's not gonna help our case. Alright, still not a bad start. Like, I mean, overall, that's still 7 under on the front. We got plenty of golf left. But yeah, it's basically the putter that has let us down. Push open. Random double cross. Break was weird looking at the end. Well, this course is known to have some ghost breaks to it, so I can't say that I'm entirely surprised. Seven iron choked approach. land it with like a little bit of loft. Ball's above the feet. I'm gonna go a little bit more left. Yeah, because I thought there was a chance. I've done that a couple times where I think I need to club down and I don't. Why do I keep doing that? Gotta trust my gut just a little bit more here. There we go. There we go. How the ghost breaks still happen is crazy, Smithers. Some of them are pretty egregious on this course, so I don't know what about the way that Ben sculpted this has made that happen. But yeah, some of them are pretty rough here. 47. This is playing probably about 242 to the hole, which makes this way too short. This is still, I don't want to be 10 yards. 15 or so might be, maybe a little bit less. So what is 215? 215 is there. Yeah, I think somewhere like here. It's playing like a pretty straight shot. It's probably uphill. So I'm gonna add a little bit more here. Bounce, and then I want to actually be more to the right. All right, absolutely striped it. Let's see how it turns out. A few yards too far. I added a bit back to it. That like hole, it's uphill. That was the part that I didn't need to manufacture there. That was the part I didn't need to manufacture. What is that? Okay. Well, there's the ghost break. It showed a little bit at the start. That snapped. That snapped. You only play this game casually, so you wouldn't know. Is there a reason one wouldn't want to be in plat playing at the highest level? Because the players at the top are so good that sometimes the courses and conditions just have to get a little bit silly to make it even remotely like lower on the scoring. If I lay it back here, I'm gonna leave myself what, 150? 9-iron, or I could try and inflate it down. I mean if you're gonna bomb it down there, you're gonna put it under 100. It's kind of into long spin or tear. It's just like an awkward shot. I'm gonna take the 4-iron. I'm gonna take the 4-iron. We'll play a little 4-iron cutout here and give ourselves like a 9-iron in. 6 degrees open on that last putt. I can assure you it does not snap that much at 6 degrees. I mean, I may have still made the putt if I hit the face, but that snap wasn't at all from that. Let's play at 162. It's gonna be landing like 5 yards short. And take off just a touch. There's the strike. There's the cut. We should land left of the hole, bounce right. Very good. Very good. I understand that I did not hit my path correct. I don't know why those are going so far left to right and not giving me the right to left like I'm hitting it. But that snaps so hard too. Holy crap. I really feel like I'm hitting those straight, but I guess my feel for that is off. Now I'm gonna change my full swing because of my putt. John, if you hit the scout cam and then just pull the stick down, that's how I do my low look. But yeah, yeah, that's a few times now that I've done that in this tournament where I've missed putts that I shouldn't. It's gonna want to go to the left. It's gonna want to go to the left. The wind's gonna kind of hold it up. It's gonna hit, bounce. 96%. We've been nailing the 96%. That turned over a little bit more left than I was planning on. Now we're gonna have a downhiller. Maybe we can get to a flattish spot. Okay. Let's make sure we hit it flat this time. It's breaking a little right to left. I think that's gonna get us on a line. Straight putt, Colby. Straight freaking putt. There's the input. There we go. I just gotta focus. I just gotta focus on the putts. We've definitely dropped a few throughout this round in this tournament thus far. Which is like, okay, but not really. Like, I already suck at reading putts. I can't be giving up putts on input as well. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. Give it a little loft. I could have hit that stock. I wasn't sure how it was gonna sit, to be honest. Really trying to focus on making sure that we start our swing online. Don't have the drive to play 24/7, you won't have fun? I mean, IRL I have the drive to play 24/7, I just can't. It's a sad life. I feel like I have to take a little bit off of this, and it's just kind of playing the lottery here. Oh, push open, double cross into the bunker. Where does that come from? Ay, ay, ay. Where does the double cross even show up? Sabotage Louis? Alright. We just got a long approach in. We were never really going to be getting there in two, more than likely. So now we just gotta play smart. Make a good play. I'm gonna go here and fade it. Try and get it up there close. There we go, back to what we've been doing. I really don't know what happened on that last swing. Because we've been hitting great inputs. Hey, 24/7 IRL if you had the money? Once a week is good for you? I mean, that's still more than I get. But then again, as I always have to preface it, I could play IRL more if I gave up streaming and YouTube, so. Yes. Son of a gun, dude. Yeah, putting's gonna put me in elite. Putting's gonna put me in elite. And then we'll just compete our way out of elite and get hard stuck in plat because we can compete at that level consistently, but just can't putt. Stillwater's a great course, more strategic than this one in your opinion? Well, I think this course was also, from what I've come to understand, this course was designed back when the game was newer. I think it was kind of decided on back then. Alright, there we go. 102. Trying to get this 3-wood into the speed slot. Because if we can get this to just bleed down onto the green, we've got ourselves a nice long eagle putt. There we go. There we go. Breaks mostly left to right. I am noticing that in trying to like maintain my posture and like everything, I am carrying a ton of like stress and tightness in my shoulders. Like I don't know if anybody else has felt that through the course of it. Like I don't feel that stressed, but like I think subconsciously I'm a lot more stressed and focused than we normally are. All right, need a straight putt. Pace is easy, need the inputs. So that we can do that. Huge eagle. Huge, huge eagle. Lean back on your channel. I'm sitting up straight, but I think I just carry a lot right here. Carry a lot of weight in my shoulders, it seems. It's playing 160. It's honestly probably playing the 165. Striped it, just caught it on the corner. I like it. I probably could have played it closer to stock. Probably could have played it closer to stock. I just don't like that I can't... Like, I can't worm cam like I used to. I'm just gonna put it right edge. I just need to start it online. There we go. There we go. Yeah, definitely have had some stretches. Like, we could easily have a lower score, but it is what it is. Hit it hard, Maximo? I'm trying, man. Trying. Gotta keep it online. 260. We're gonna end up with about 200 in, but I feel like if I try and get cute with this, I'm gonna end up... What is... This is a full 3-wood. You know, I'm just gonna hit it in a way to carry the bunker, and we'll fade it back into this. Let the face open, which might not be the worst thing actually, because it kicks left from here, right? Stay in. That works. That works. We have less than 90 minutes. Yeah, hopefully everybody's got their taxes filed for this. If you're watching this on just the Cut YouTube, you've missed it. Sorry. This reminder will have been in the past. You get a little bit of wind in the face, but you're cutting through just like the littlest touch. I'm okay to go a little bit long here because I don't think it's gonna quite go out the back. I really don't. That's on a good line because it kicks a little bit left here. Oh no. They ended up kicking forward. Really? I'm shooketh. That ends up kicking forward instead of... Huh. Alright, same thought with the putt. Same thought with the putt. Oh, I actually managed to push that one. I thought I was so far on the right-hand side. I thought I was so far on the right-hand side of that one, I thought we pulled it when the thing popped up. So only 13 under. Only 13 under. I think we could have done a lot better. But you know what? It's okay. We're plodding along. You know, it's kind of the situation in hand is our putting just isn't good enough. We got crossed up a couple of times. But 25 under through 2 is like, it is solid. You know, we can definitely like plod our way through this tournament to somewhere around like a minus 50. But we certainly have some better golf in us. But I think that's also partially the stress of qualifying. You know, I think there's a little bit of that going on. I'm carrying a little bit more stress in the playing than I think I am. And on top of that, we don't practice, so 15.9 foot proximity. Yeah, we're just not making putts. I mean, we're 15.8 and 15.9. Pretty good greens and reg. But missed 2 medium putts, 4 of 9 long, and when your proximity is that close, you can't be missing that many long putts. I mean, these are pretty similar rounds. 2 eagles, 9 birdies. 1 eagle, 11 birdies, 1 bogey. But if you look at this, like in the first round, we were 4 of 7 and 5 of 11. You know, we're not a good putter. We are not a good putter. 58% medium. Nice! Love to see that. Yeah, 7 of 12. So that's 5 strokes right there. You know what I mean? Like, that's the big difference. That's the big difference. 9 of 20 long, and at the proximity I'm at, that should probably be higher. Right? That should be in the 60s. Like, that's what the top players are doing, and you put that on our score, and all of a sudden we're in the low 30s. You know. So we're not doing the worst. Like I said at the beginning of all of this, I think we're probably more than likely going to end up qualifying into Elite and then competing our way up to Plat. Because putting is just going to get us more often than not in something like this. But as it stands, you know, definitely not the worst. It said we're 67th. You know, so that's like just inside. We're going to, unless we pop off in the last 2 rounds, we're probably going to be on the cusp of Plat. Rough stat. I mean, Rio, that's kind of how it... I mean, I've always been a ball striker and not a putter. And we left a couple of approach shots shorter than I should have. You know, we missed a few putts like that were definitely makeable. You know, I can count easily. I mean, if you just give the 5 medium putts, that's 30. But there are a couple longer putts that, you know, definitely have a good chance to drop. I gotta be focused on my putting input more than I am, and I gotta not double. You know, I've second guessed a few of the, you know, like that 18th approach shot. You know, I shouldn't fly that long, but there was, you know, one of the uphill shots that like I left short, so by like 10 yards. So there's some stuff like that. Big into 2K23, yes, Smithers. We played 1,400 hours of 21 and like 900 hours of 23. I had a kid, so, you know, I gotta cut back. But yeah. Why is VC so hard to get, Rocco? Because they kind of have it set up in a way that well, obviously they want you to buy VC. Right? They want you to buy VC, but also they kind of have it set up in a way that they want you to like log in and play every day, and that's where they're giving out the extra VC. Right? Like you can get 150 VC a day from playing the dailies. You can get another 150 a week. Yeah, they want you to grind, be logging in frequently and grabbing VC that way. So like I think that's the big thing that they're kind of promoting, is like, hey, play our game, not just like a lot, but like play it over multiple days, and we will pay you out VC there. Otherwise, yeah, they want you to spend real money if you feel really choked. Seeky downhill just short of the pin, laying on for 18's approach. Because I thought it was going to kick more left and give me a roll at the hole. It ended up just kind of flying straight through, and then we're out the back. I would love to know on something like that if I feel like I have a better chance making the putt from down there. Even though, from what I understand, Texas wedge is really funky, so I haven't really tried it. It is Pat. Yeah, we went 12 under, 13 under. I've missed 5 medium putts through 2 rounds, and I missed a bunch of, 10 to 15 footers that I should have made. So, honestly, the putting stats are kind of worse than they were in 23. Yeah, I'd have to do a regular one. I just want to see, like, if I put myself back on the fairway here. Because the point basically being... see, I'm going through a ton of fringe. That doesn't really help me. I was gonna say, if you take the Texas wedge, my question is like, is it just going to where you aimed? So like if I did 51%, yeah, I think that's how the Texas wedge works. I think it's like Texas wedge just takes you to like where you're aimed, as opposed to your goal is to reach the 50s or better. I think I can reach 50. That's kind of like if I'm playing just okay and missing the putts, that's where it's gonna get me. Yeah, but I think this Texas wedge, I think it's basically playing to exactly where you aim it in terms of the fairway. Now, I don't know in terms of the green then, but that's how it feels like right now. What up, Scotty? %3 overswing is just, yeah, that seems to be it. Yeah, Scotty, we just finished round 2. We're playing one round a day. We just finished round 2, so we are on the tournament 25 under through 2. I want to see how this goes through here. Like, is this at 84%? 87%? Is it just barely gonna... Okay, so it's tuned to the fairway, I think. Holy cow. I think it's tuned to the fairway. That's crazy. That's crazy how that rolls onto the green. And the reason I say I think it's tuned to the fairway, let's aim at this corner and see how it ends up. Because let's put it at 100%. 100% at this. That's full. Should just about die on the corner there. I mean, we hit it open in the plus power, so that's probably what misses. I think it's tuned fully to the... Yeah, I think it's fully tuned to fairway. So, like, for example, here, if you're gonna play the Texas wedge and account for this, the fringe tends to have like a half speed of fairway, right? So we're through fairway for the first bit and we want to get to the end. I would think that I just put it about halfway through the fringe. It's a little bit of overswing, but it should probably like just barely get to the end here. It's not quite, but like the problem is it differs course to course. But I think that's how it's, I think that's roughly how it's playing. Because where is halfway? Halfway is here. And halfway is 72%. We played that last one 71. That's 76. Where does this end up? Onto the green? Yeah. So that's 4% over. But I think that's kind of the situation with this. I would never want to play it back there because that's really hard to judge. 71% is perfect. A little bit of overpower should just barely get onto the green. Yeah, okay. So the roll is like just a touch off there. But that's, I think, what it boils down to. It doesn't factor like all the different tiers of it. It's more... So this says 103 feet. That's not 103 feet of power, is it? It's 204. 103, but it probably ends up because of the friction. That's 103 feet on fairway. So it probably rolls well more than the 200 feet, right? That's why it gets out to like 70 yards. Because of how it's... Yeah, it goes... I'm also on the fastest green speed. See, on green, you can putt it like 160 yards, which is crazy, but it's because it's scoped to fairway. It's like really silly, but like I kind of understand how that goes. 3 or 4 feet off the green, going onto the green for a 25 foot. You have no clue how far to aim it. Get your calculation wrong. Yeah, because I think if you would want to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 yards or so onto the green, right? You would have to be like, okay, I want to get to, this is the edge, and then onto the green 4 yards is probably honestly only playing like a yard. Yeah, I mean, and so like that's 75, and even that's off. Holy cow. Yeah, Texas wedge is... Because the problem is I don't know the roll ratio from fairway. I don't know the roll ratio from fairway to green. I guess I could find out. Oh god. It's like 7x. It's legitimately like 7x. Okay. So if that's the case, then if you want to get just barely onto the green, I mean, you're talking through the fairway, through the fringe. That probably gets you through the fringe, and that gets you onto the green like a couple feet. 63%? Oh, I hit regular putt. LOL. That makes sense why that didn't do anything. What up, Stash? Let's try that again. I was like, man, 63%. I thought it was like 70 before. So you're playing it to like just over halfway. And then literally adding like just like a foot. So you hit it to 72%, and that's why we're just getting onto the green and rolling out a little bit. It's so finicky and it's so tight that scaling. Yeah, don't use Texas wedge. I know people said not to, but there's your like in-depth analysis as to why you don't use Texas wedge. It's scaled fully for fairway, and the multiplier from fairway to green is very steep. Not to mention that the fairway can be set to a range of roll. So yeah, that's fun. That's real fun. Not terrifying at all. So yeah, if you're gonna putt off of the fairway, you got to be pretty good about how much power you got to add to it. Really, what it comes down to. It's mostly fairway and green at the end. Yes. Yes, like if you were well short of the green and you're just trying to roll it up there, then 100% put it like just onto the green and whack it up. And so that kind of checks out, right? Like that's gonna be good for like front tucked pins on a links course, right? You're playing open championship style stuff. That makes sense. But beyond that, yeah, I'm not one to touch it, and that's like when you talk about situational golf, that is very, very situational golf. Not many times that you're ever gonna be looking at that. So yeah, all right, well, that's good science. I always like science. I hope you guys like science. That's probably part of why you're here. You're like, this guy, he's a science guy. I'm not Bill Nye, though. I'm not that science guy, but I do like to mess around with things myself and really try and understand how the mechanics work so that I can obviously know myself, but then have knowledge behind that when I tell people things. But yeah, we're gonna be done for the evening. It's almost 11 p.m. here, so thank you guys very much for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow and Thursday with rounds 3 and 4. We'll be live around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate you all hanging. If you have not liked the YouTube streams, I would greatly appreciate it. Helps me out big time. And then, yeah, if you're new here and you want to find your way back, follow, sub. Those are the easiest ways to do it, and best way to keep up with when we go live, and any changes to the stream schedule is the Discord. So go and check those things out. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Tuesdays. Enjoy your Wednesday tomorrow. I will see you guys back here tomorrow night. We're going to go say hi to Seamount. He's playing all 4 of his qualifying rounds right now, so go wish him luck. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.